Lionfish. Lionfish were never meant to be in the Atlantic Ocean. Originally from the Indo-Pacific, they were likely released from aquariums and quickly adapted to their new environment. With no natural predators to control them, their population exploded. A single female can release millions of eggs each year, allowing their numbers to grow at an incredible pace. They feed on a wide range of fish, including species that play a critical role in maintaining coral reef health. By removing these fish, lionfish indirectly allow algae to take over coral, slowly destroying entire reef systems. Their venomous spines make them difficult for other animals to attack, giving them a major advantage. Today, divers and conservation groups try to control their population, but their spread continues across vast ocean regions. European rabbits. What began as a simple introduction for hunting turned into one of the most destructive invasions in history. In Australia, a small group of rabbits found perfect conditions to thrive. With abundant food and no predators, their population grew rapidly. They consumed grasses, crops, and even tree bark, leaving landscapes stripped of vegetation. This led to soil erosion and long-term environmental damage. Native species that depended on the same food sources began to disappear. Efforts to control them included building massive fences and introducing diseases which temporarily reduced their numbers. However, the rabbits adapted and returned, continuing to impact ecosystems and agriculture, even today. Burmese pythons. The Florida Everglades became home to an unexpected predator when Burmese pythons were released into the wild. These large snakes adapted quickly to the warm, wet environment. They are powerful hunters, capable of consuming animals as large as deer. Over time, their presence led to a sharp decline in native mammal populations. Many species that were once common became rare or disappeared entirely from certain areas. Their camouflage allows them to remain hidden, making them difficult to track or remove. Despite organized efforts to reduce their numbers, they continue to thrive in the ecosystem. Zebra mussels. Zebra mussels may be small, but their impact is massive. After arriving in North America through shipping routes, they spread rapidly across lakes and rivers. They attach themselves to hard surfaces, forming dense clusters that block water pipes and damage infrastructure. Their feeding habits also disrupt ecosystems. By filtering large amounts of water, they remove essential nutrients, leaving less food available for native species. This change affects the entire food chain, leading to reduced fish populations. Once established, zebra mussels are extremely difficult to remove, making them a long-term problem. Cane toads. Introduced to control pests, cane toads quickly became a problem themselves. They reproduce in large numbers and spread across wide areas. Their toxic skin makes them dangerous to predators, many of which die after attempting to eat them. This has led to declines in native animal populations. In addition to their toxic defense, they compete with native species for food and habitat. Despite efforts to manage their spread, they continue to expand into new regions, creating ongoing ecological challenges. Asian carp. Asian carp were brought in to control algae, but they soon escaped into natural waterways. They consume large amounts of food, often outcompeting native fish species. This imbalance leads to a decline in biodiversity and disrupts aquatic ecosystems. One species, the silver carp, reacts dramatically to disturbances by jumping out of the water. This behavior can pose risks to boaters. Their continued spread into major water systems remains a serious concern for both environmental and economic reasons. Feral cats. Feral cats are among the most widespread invasive predators in the world. They hunt instinctively, targeting birds, small mammals, and reptiles. Even well-fed cats continue to hunt, making their impact significant. In many regions, their presence has contributed to the decline or extinction of native species. Managing their population is challenging due to their adaptability and rapid reproduction. While control programs exist, their effectiveness varies, and the issue remains complex. Brown tree snake. The introduction of the brown tree snake to Guam led to dramatic ecological changes. With no natural predators, it spread quickly across the island. Native bird populations, unprepared for such a predator, declined rapidly. Several species disappeared entirely from the region. The snake also affected other animals, including lizards and small mammals. Its presence has even caused power outages by interfering with electrical systems. Efforts to control the population continue, but the impact remains significant. Spotted lanternfly. The spotted lanternfly spreads easily by attaching its eggs to various surfaces. Once established, it feeds on plant sap, weakening crops and trees. Its feeding also leads to the growth of mold, which further damages plants. This combination of effects makes it a serious threat to agriculture. Despite quarantine efforts and public awareness campaigns, it continues to spread into new areas, creating ongoing challenges. Feral pigs. Feral pigs are highly adaptable animals that thrive in a variety of environments. They use their strong snouts to dig into the ground, damaging crops and natural habitats. This behavior leads to soil disruption and water pollution. They also prey on small animals and compete with native species for resources. As a result, they continue to cause environmental and economic damage across large regions.